He zooms through the sky smarter than a speeding bullet, furrier than a powerful locomotive, able to leap tall sandwiches in a single bound.
Oh, my goodness!
Look, up in the sky.
It's an eggplant.
It's a meatball.
It is I, Super Grover! And I am cute, too!
And now, everybody, once again, it is time for the exciting adventures of Super Grover. From the original Sesame Street story by Emily Pearl Kingsley, illustrated by Joe Matthew, featuring Jim Henson's Sesame Street Muppets. A Golden Book, in cooperation with the Children's Television Workshop.
Hello, everybody!
The origins of Super Grover.
Daddy, where did Super Grover come from? And how did he get his superpowers?
Well, kids, I'll tell you the story about Grover when he was a little monster. One day his mommy called him to come inside.
Well, Grover, I have finished your costume just in time for Halloween. I hope you like it.
Why, Mommy, it is a superhero costume. Oh, just what I always wanted.
The next day was Halloween.
Oh, dear. I must find a telephone booth so that I can put on my costume. Superheroes always change into their costumes in telephone booths. I shall run down to the telephone booth on the corner because I know that is a cute one. Super Grover!
You look nice, dear. Have a good time.
From that time on, Grover found that whenever he put on his superhero Halloween costume, he changed from mild-mannered, plain little Grover monster into the brave and fearless
Super Grover!
Besides flying,
Down, down, and away! I, Super Grover, have many superpowers. I, Super Grover, have X-ray vision. Oops, sorry, Bert.
and he has super strength.
Da-da-da-da-da-da! Oh, I am such a super helper. And I, Super Grover, have super breath. I will blow up these balloons in a jiffy with my super breath.
Super, Grover. That's enough already.
I, Super Grover, have super hearing.
What's the matter, Super Grover? That's a horrible face you're making.
Aha! It is Oscar. My super hearing tells me that, oh no, he has started practicing his violin. Oh, and I have super smell.
Is Oscar still playing his violin, Grover?
No, he has stopped.
Then why are you still making that horrible face?
My super hearing tells me that Oscar has stopped playing his violin, but my keenly developed sense of super smell tells me that Oscar has just cooked his dinner. Oh, it smells like old socks with sardine sauce. Oh.
And so, kids, that's how our mild-mannered, plain little Grover monster changed into brave and fearless Super Grover.
Remember this, kids. It is very important. Even if your mommy makes you a superhero costume, do not try to do any of these things, especially flying, because you cannot do it. You do not have superpowers, because there is only one Super Grover! And that is me.
Super Grover and the Speeding Sled.
Whee!
One winter day, Rhonda Sue Bissy decided to find the biggest and steepest hill she could and go sledding.
Oh, look at this beautiful long hill. I've never gone down this hill on my sled. I think I'll go for it. Whee! This is great!
Meanwhile, Super Grover was flying high above.
I must see if anybody is in trouble. Yoo-hoo! Anybody need help? Your friendly neighborhood superhero is available right now. Any takers? What is that? My super sharp eyes see something far down below.
Whee!
Oh my goodness! That little girl is sledding down that steep, steep hill. Look how fast she is going.
Whee!
And look at those big trees down at the very bottom of this steep hill. That little girl will certainly crash into those trees. I, Super Grover, must warn her.
Whee!
Down, down, and away! Yeah! How about this super plan? I will make a big stop sign to show that sweet little girl. When that sweet little girl sees this, she will know to slow down her sled and stop. Oh, here she comes now. Little girl, it is I, Super Grover, here to tell you. Do you see? Uh-oh. My stop sign did not work. I must use my super brain to think up something else to stop her.
I wonder what that stop sign was doing right in the middle of this hill.
Aha! I have another super clever idea. I will build a great big wall of snow. That will surely stop that little girl.
Oh no! A great big wall of snow in front of me. If I don't watch out, I'll crash into it.
Hey!
Whoa, that was close.
Aha! How about this super smart plan? I am hanging here from the branch of this cute little tree. When that little girl goes under me, I will catch her by the ankles and stop her with my super strength. You know, sometimes even I am impressed with how super smart...
I wonder what that furry blue thing was.
Help! Oh, stop! Oh, help! Oh!
You know, I'm getting awfully close to all those big trees. I'd better slow down or I might crash right into them. Easy does it.
Oh, that little girl does not even know how to stop.
Super Grover got up and brushed the snow from his super cape.
Now, you were going down that hill very, very fast.
Oh, hi, Super Grover. Wow, that was the best sled ride I ever had. There was a stop sign sticking up out of nowhere. Then there was a great big wall of snow. And then there was a furry blue thing hanging from a tree. It was incredible. It was fantastic. I'm going to do that again. Do you want to come with me, Super Grover?
Oh, my goodness.
Super Grover. Super Grover.
Super Grover and the Three Bears. One day, Grover went to the school auditorium to see the school play Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Grover didn't understand that a play is just pretend, and that an audience is meant to keep quiet.
Look, there she is. That is my friend, Prairie Dawn. Hello, Prairie. Yoo-hoo. Yo, Prairie. Yaha. Over here.
Grover, really?
In the play, Goldilocks ate up all the bear's porridge, and Goldilocks sat on the bear's hairs. Then she went to lie down on the bear's three beds.
Oh, my. This bed is too hard. And this bed is too soft. But this bed is just right.
As soon as Goldilocks fell asleep, the three bears came home from their walk in the woods.
Oh, no, baby bear. There is a little girl sleeping in your bed. Yoo-hoo, little girl. Wake up.
Oh, dear. Oh, help. Three big, terrible, ferocious bears. Yeek!
Oh, my goodness. My little little friend Prairie Dawn is in a lot of trouble. Just look at those bears. They must have escaped from the zoo. I had better capture them. This is a job for Super Grover. Oops, sorry. Excuse me.
Sit down.
Oh, dear. I am so embarrassed. I forgot that I must change into my Super Grover costume first. Now, let me think. Ah, yes! I think I saw a telephone booth out in the lobby. Excuse me, please.
Hey, that was my foot.
Sorry.
Well, I never.
Sorry, madam. Boy, it sure is a good thing I remembered to put my cute little Super Grover costume into the bottom of my lunchbox. You never can tell when it will come in handy. Super Grover! Oops. Some of the ketchup from my meatloaf sandwich seems to have leaked onto my Super Grover costume. Oh well. Have no fear, Prairie Dawn! Brave and fearless Super Grover will take those 3 ugly and ferocious bears back to the zoo.
I do not believe this is happening. Grover, this is a play. Those are not real bears.
Do not worry, Prairie Dawn. I, Super Grover, will take care of these terribly vicious bears so they will never ever bother you or anybody else again.
Grover, it's only a play. Bring them back.
I, Super Grover, will teach you big, mean bears not to bother such nice little girls.
Look, up in the sky. It's an eggplant. It's a meatball.
There you are, where big, ferocious bears like you belong. And now, back to the auditorium. Adios, bears.
Back in the empty auditorium, Prairie Dawn sat all alone on the stage.
I will never forget what you did today, Grover.
Oh, do not thank me. We superheroes live to serve. Now that those 3 dangerous bears are back in the zoo, you can go on with your play.
Now I'll never be a star.
Meanwhile, at the zoo,
Please hurry, Mr. Zookeeper. Sir.
Super Grover and the Whole Story, or Gone Fishing. One summer day, Grover went fishing with a bunch of his friends.
I'm using my best bent paperclip for a hook. I'll catch lots of minnows.
Me gonna catch big fish and trade it for cookies. Yeah. Chocolate chip cookies. Oh boy. Oatmeal cookies. Oh boy.
Keep your line away from mine, Grover.
My goodness! There is a hole in this boat. Hey, everybody! We had better plug up this hole, or else the boat will fill up with water and sink, and we will all get wet. My goodness! Everybody is so busy fishing that nobody is paying any attention to Grover. That means that this is a job for Super Grover. It certainly is a good thing I remembered to pack my Super Grover costume in the bottom of my lunch basket. And now to find a telephone booth. Oh my goodness! There is no telephone booth under this bunk, or in the cupboards, or in this cabin, anywhere. There does not seem to be a telephone booth on this entire boat. I cannot change into my Super Grover costume. And if I cannot change into my Super Grover costume, I do not have any of my superpowers. Oh, what am I going to do? Wait a moment. I just thought of something kind of crazy. Maybe I can fix that hole myself. Not Super Grover, but just plain old little Grover monster. Oh, I am so scared. How about that? Without my Super superpowers, I had to use my plain old regular cute finger. And guess what? It worked just fine. Meanwhile, I can keep right on fishing with my other hand. Oh dear. Hey, there is another hole in this boat. Hey, everybody! I am already plugging up one hole with my cute finger. If somebody does not fix that other hole, this boat will fill up with water and sink. Keep it down, Grover.
But again, everybody was so busy fishing that nobody heard him.
Gee, if I stretch real far like this, I can just about reach that new hole with my big toe. I will stick my toe in the hole, and maybe it will stop the water from coming in. Well, it is a little awkward fishing this way, but it is a lot better than sinking.
Well, can you believe it? Grover suddenly noticed a third hole, and he stopped the water from coming in by sticking a toe from his other foot into the hole.
Oh, my goodness! I do not even think Super Grover could have done a better job of plugging up these holes. Oh, my mommy would be so proud.
But then, suddenly, Grover caught a fish. A big one.
Keep it down, Grover. You'll frighten the fish away.
The water started pouring into the boat faster than ever. As Grover was pulled down to the bottom, he saw, could it be? Was it possible? An old rustic telephone booth. Grover quickly swam into the old rusty telephone booth and changed into his Super Grover costume.
Super Grover! I forgot you cannot talk underwater. How silly of me. I, powerful Super Grover, am picking up this whole big boat to save it from sinking. Hey!
And that is how Grover Monster and Super Grover saved the day.
Who was that flying blue monster anyway?
It's an eggplant.
It's a meatball.
Oh, gosh. I thought it was a flying eggplant.
I told you it was a meatball.
It is I, Super Grover! Goodbye, everybody! Remember this, kids. It is very important. Even if your mommy makes you a superhero costume, do not try to do any of these things, especially flying, because you cannot do it. You do not have superpowers, because there is only one Super Grover! And that is me.
Big Bird brings spring to Sesame Street. Adapted from the Golden Book of the same name. A Sesame Street Story. A Golden Book by Lauren Collier Swindler. Illustrated by Marcia Winborn. Featuring Jim Henson's Sesame Street Muppets. In cooperation with the Children's Television Workshop. One morning, Big Bird went for a walk down Sesame Street. Everything was disappearing under a thick blanket of plain white snow.
Gee, everything is covered with snow. The sidewalks where we played hopscotch and jump rope last summer are all covered. Even the tire swing. Everything I like to play on is hidden. I wish spring would come.
Big Bird walked through the park feeling sorry for himself.
Hi, Big Bird. Isn't
Big
snow
Bird.
wonderful?
Hi, Big Bird.
I don't think so.
Good to see
I
ya.
wish it was spring already.
Hey, Big Bird. Want to slide down the hill with me? It's fun, see? Whee!
No, thanks. I want to ride my unicycle, but I can't in all this snow.
Look, Big Bird, the ice is perfect for skating. Come on over.
No thanks, kids. I'd rather go roller skating, and the snow's too deep. I can't even play in the sandbox anymore. Winter's no fun at all. I'm going home.
But as Big Bird walked past Oscar's garbage can...
I love this crummy weather. Gotta chill this hot chocolate down so it tastes good and yucky.
Hi, Oscar.
Hey, what's the matter, Big Bird? It's a great storm. You ought to be happy.
I'm tired of this plain white snow.
Yeah, me too. I wish somebody would put some dirt or soot on it or something. We haven't had any good slush all winter.
That's not what I meant, Oscar. I need the spring. I'm sad and slumpy. I need the spring. I'm all goosebumpy. The cold and slush and all that sneezing. I hate the snow.
Who needs the sun? I like it freezing. Let that wind blow. Oh, that's heaven, gloomy and dreary. I love a day that is chilly, wet, and bleary.
I need the days with a warm and gentle sun. This long, dark winter is just no fun.
It warms my heart to feel the frost.
I want the warmer days I've lost of spring, spring, spring.
Well, forget it, Featherface.
Gee, Oscar, I'm going to be just as grouchy as you if I don't think of something to cheer myself up. Maybe I should buy some sunglasses to remind me of a sunny day. No, wait a minute. A great big bright kite might do it. I guess not.
Suddenly, Big Bird had a wonderful idea.
I'm going to go get some flowers at McIntosh's store right now. I'll buy some flowers to put in my nest.
Yeah, you could get some cactus flowers or a Venus flytrap.
Goodbye, Oscar. Oh, there are so many pretty flowers. It's hard to decide. I know. I'll pick my favorite colors. A pink one, orange one, a blue one, a yellow one, a red one, and finally, a pretty purple one. I feel better already.
Big Bird walked back toward Sesame Street with his beautiful flowers. Big Bird decided to warm up in front of the Count's fireplace. As soon as the Count's friendly bat saw the flowers, they started to count them.
1 beautiful flower. We love counting flowers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beautiful flowers.
Gee, I didn't buy the flowers to count them. I bought them to remind me of spring. Would you like to keep this pretty pink daisy?
The Count thanked Big Bird. Counting petals would be something wonderful to do.
1 pretty pink flower petal. 2 pretty pink flower petals. 3 pretty pink flower petals. 4 pretty pink flower petals.
Big Bird walked down Sesame Street carrying his 5 flowers.
Why, there's Dolores shoveling snow. Hi, Dolores.
Hi, Big Bird. Whoops!
Oh, Dolores, are you hurt?
No, Big Bird, I'm not hurt, but I am tired of winter and shoveling snow.
Well, let me help you up here.
Thanks.
Hey, Dolores, you may have one of my flowers. It'll help you feel happy again.
Thank you. Oh, it's a tiger lily. Tiger lilies make me think of a nice warm jungle.
Big Bird walked down Sesame Street with the 4 flowers he had left.
There's my cute, furry, adorable friend, Grover. Oh, boy, he looks sad, too. Good morning, Grover.
Oh, my goodness. Furry old Grover is very blue.
Well, of course you're blue. You have blue fur.
No, Big Bird. I mean, I am very sad.
Why?
I cannot ride my new scooter in the snow.
Gee, I know how you feel. I can't use my unicycle or play in the sandbox or fly my kite either. Say, maybe this blue pansy will make you feel better, Grover.
Oh, this little blue pansy will be so cute on Grover's little furry body. I will tuck it in my cap.
Oh, dear. Only 3 flowers left. But I guess Grover and Dolores and the Count are happier, though.
Big Bird carried his 3 flowers down the street until he saw another friend.
Ernie, you look cold. I'm so cold, my tail feathers are frozen. Where are you going?
Ernie told Big Bird that he was going to visit Betty Lou because she was sick in bed.
Oh, well, do you think she would like a yellow daffodil? Oh, now I only have 2 flowers left.
Ernie took the daffodil, and Big Bird went into Hooper's store to warm his feathers.
My beak is freezing. Maybe I'll buy some hot cider to warm up. Or maybe I could wrap a new muffler around my cold beak. Gee, there's Bert sipping a figgy fizz. What's wrong, Bert? You look kind of glum.
I lost my favorite paper clip in a snowdrift.
Gee, that's terrible.
Yeah, I'll have to wait until the snow melts to find it. Oh, Big Bird, what if my paperclip gets all rusted by then?
Don't worry, Bert. Your paperclip will still be there in the spring.
Oh, Big Bird. Say, what are you gonna do with that beautiful rose? Huh?
Well, I was gonna give it to you, Bert, to remind you of spring.
Oh, thanks.
As Big Bird left Hooper's store, he looked at his last flower.
Oh, no. I've only got this one purple iris left, and it's broken.
Oscar saw Big Bird coming.
Did someone say broken? I love things that are broken, even if it's a yucky flower.
Gee, Oscar, if you like my purple iris, then I guess you may have it.
Hey, thanks, Featherface. Now, leave me alone and get lost.
Empty-handed, Big Bird walked back up Sesame Street toward his nest. He had given away all 6 flowers.
Oh, well, soon it will be spring. Look at all the colors.
The plain white snow-covered street was splashed with bright colors. The flowers Big Bird had given to his friends were blooming up and down Sesame Street. Big Bird had brought spring to Sesame Street.
I don't have to wait for spring at all.
Winter's not bad at all, it's true, on Sesame Street. It can be fun, it's up to you, on Sesame Street. Who needs the sun or frozen ponds? We love to skate. Just put them on your toes, let's not be late. Like Big Bird's flowers that bring an early reminder of spring. You too can do your part. Find spring, it's in your heart. Oscar's iris is nice and yucky, a daisy soft and bright. A daffodil can be so lucky, a pansy is just right. A red rose colors the air on Sesame Street. A tiger lily is fun to share and makes the winter sweet. Like Big Bird's flowers that bring